Hi, it's Andrea with Revela, and for more than 25 years I have been practicing and honing my facilitation skills. You might be asking why. Well, we at Revela believe that telling is not training. And so we use lots of questions and guiding statements to help people come up with a solution to a problem, discover an answer to a question, or help them make a decision that they're struggling with. The first thing that we consider when we are facilitating is, what is the goal? Is it decision making? Is it problem solving? Or is it coming up with a solution or thinking through a process? But it really is important to identify what the goal is before we go much further. And if you don't know, simply ask. We use lots of questions. Questions that any good interviewer might use, like who, what, when, where, why, and how. Examples of those types of questions include, so what have you done so far? Or, how is that working for you? Examples of guiding statements that we might use include, tell me about it, or give me an example of, or help me understand. We use guiding statements to allow people to engage their thoughts and come up with solutions on their own without feeling interrogated. But facilitation is much more than asking questions and using guiding statements. We have to make sure that when we are facilitating that we're monitoring body language. First, our own. Making sure that you are not showing defensiveness or frustration, that your body language demonstrates openness. Sometimes when we are having a conversation with someone and we're helping them facilitate an outcome, we might have to stop and think. Well, when we stop and think, sometimes we look up and we sigh. That could be interpreted as frustrating. So instead of letting someone assume what your body language might be, simply explain, well, let me stop and think. And then demonstrate the behavior so people don't misunderstand and think that you're frustrated with them. The other is to monitor their body language. During the conversation, you may notice their facial expression changes or their body shifts, and we aren't exactly sure what's going on, but we recognize that the emotion has shifted and there may be a question that needs to be asked. So rather than just simply keep talking, ask a question. Tell me what you're thinking. Or, I noticed a shift. Is there something I can help you with? Facilitating allows the other person to come up with a solution, think through a process, consider situations or scenarios that maybe they hadn't thought of, but really ultimately that they will then own the answer, the solution, or the decision. Facilitating is really something that really helps us as managers and leaders. In many of our coaching situations, we challenge folks to go through an entire day without giving an answer, but simply asking questions or using guiding statements. Are you up for the challenge?